if you can't educate us,
Yeah.
then how are we supposed to learn?
It don't help
Exactly.
you about bashing me. Like generations before them could have said the same thing about them.
They're usually in the same places that they are in life,
Yeah.
as far as like socioeconomic
same
status.
shit,
And they respected women back then.
Yeah.
Like, please, y'all have
Like,
freak
freak
need.
need.
Y'all have freak need.
I don't. So who do you look up to? Like a lot of the figures that our older generation had: Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Rosa Parks, Farrakhan. Who do you think is the figure for our generation? Do you think they left us with a decent figure?
I figure we don't have one. We don't have one, and that's a good thing, because I feel like if you're like the head of your household, regardless if you're a man or woman, like black man or black woman, then you're the leader.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? You guys, you all are the new black leaders.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing that I think like a lot of black people have a problem with. Like it kind of stems from the Bible in a sense that they expect like a Jesus to come save them, and their Jesus kind of figure was like Martin Luther King, JFK. Like no, like the people that are gonna save the community is you, me, him, sitting over there. Like all of us got to do our part.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So I don't believe in that leadership. I'm sorry.
Okay, I would say maybe not leader, but who do you think would be like a good role model? I guess is a better term. Who's the role model for now?
I mean, not to be cliche, cause like I do music, but I feel like it's Jay-Z.
For real?
Like, cause just on like a whole business aspect, like
Okay.
he didn't just do just the music, like you know what I mean. Like he actually took, you know, drug money, whatever the case might have been, and put into a whole label, made that a whole brand. Like really, he's self-made. Like he's a self-made millionaire for real.
Yeah, billionaire.
Billionaire,
Almost.
correction, multi, like. So yeah, that's for me, like personally.
I think to be honest, I think as much as people talk about the rappers these days, I think they're good role models. Like we don't have as much rap, as much as the internet wants to make stuff in the rap beef. People ain't beefing like they used to be. So like I don't know if y'all seen
real beef, like
not real beef, like
nobody
cares.
Nobody really
I feel like
die over it. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
did y'all see y'all seen 2 Chainz
when he went off on what's his name?
on Daily Struggle, where he said like in Atlanta, Everyday Struggle, he said, what did he say? He said everybody in Atlanta is cool with each other. They said people outside of Atlanta is waiting for people in Atlanta to beef with each other. Like that's how I feel like Atlanta is like the pioneer for like everybody be like, you go get your money over there, you go get your money, we can collab, we could, when I see you, it's not on no like, hey, I need something from you before I do something for you. That like
the last rap beef I even remember in Atlanta was T.I. and Shawty Low. Like from 07, and that wasn't even like a beef for real. Like they squashed it. Like like so.
That, like go up and Jeezy. That was like
but that was before though. That was for real though.
Yeah,
they beef kind of carried a little bit though.
Yeah,
like,
slick.
They carried on. Like they still, I don't even think they still fuck with each other.
True.
Nah,
slick.
I don't know. That's why I feel like people, our generation is just more cohesive as a unit.
Yeah.
Like everybody don't need a leader. Everybody don't got to be in charge. Everybody's cool if we could all move together. Then you got the outliers that want to be like the 15K on Instagram and everybody follow me type joint.
I mean, we do a decent job at supporting each other.
Yeah.
I guess. But like it's kind of hard to really find like genuine support. You know what I mean? Like people will really only like support you once they see like you've already
made it,
done good, at least somewhat decent for yourself. Then people want to support you instead of being with you
from the bottom.
From the bottom, yeah.
As far as gender roles in relationships, I had a conversation at the hookah bar, what was it, last night, 2 nights ago, with somebody, and she said, my man, I'm probably trying not to go into too much detail, but basically she was like, if my man, like Jay-Z, like if my man wants to take care of me, like I'm gonna hold the house down. I feel like that's cute in a book nowadays. Back then it was possible. Like, you know, you could, it's being realistic, but from somebody from the social class that I'm from. Like, you're not about to move out by yourself at 21 in Gwinnett. It's not going to happen unless you got some
bread.
type of
You got bread,
bro. What? It's not happening for you. The job market, the competition out here. If you live somewhere like I seen Valdosta, they got houses for $300 down there. Houses.
Yeah.
What?
I'm not even
Yes.
surprised.
I didn't even know houses became that cheap. Back then it was cool because you could financially afford houses. But coming from where I'm from, where houses is like apartments is starting at $1,200, like renting a house is starting at $15.
Like a decent.
Yeah,
house.
a good anything decent. It's not happening. So all of that. My thing is from our generation. That whole like I'm the man of the house. You can be the man of the house and be the breadwinner, but that I'm the only one working joint, you gonna have to get that ego. Got to go out the window. Like, bro, you gotta help. And y'all talk about help building y'all's women, older generations help, blah blah. Like as much as y'all talk about building y'all's women's, they were still like housewives, almost in a sense. That's not. We trying to build women to be. Listen, whatever job you trying to do, fam. We gonna do this. You feel me?
You gotta be working too.
Yeah.
She gotta be working towards something, or like she gotta have like if she's not working towards something, then that ain't the woman for me.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Like or like if she doesn't have anything right now, but you can see the potential in it, you put her on some games, and now she on the same level as you.
Yeah.
So
that's the bro. I would want, because the difference between the old generation is if you lost your husband too soon, it was gonna be turmoil for your family. I would want that if anything happened to me,
she can just keep going.
Yeah, you would be able to maybe not keep the lifestyle the same exactly, but maintain the same quality of life in a sense.
At least keeping the house over your head, if anything.
Yeah, for children and stuff. So help your women out, help them through school. I'm not saying help them like y'all are unable to do it. Yeah. But like be their support, like they're your support. Like how women, you want a woman to help you through your music joint, hold you down. You want a woman that's gonna be there, tell you doing good. You got to do the same thing for them. Yeah. Because the old generation, y'all was selfish. As much as y'all don't want to admit it, y'all was selfish. Y'all dudes was selfish.
Hey. Nah, that is.
That's just how
they really encourage the whole housewife thing, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you just stay at the crib.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come back. They started that.
But at the same time, though, when them dudes would leave the family, they would financially ruin. Like you said, they would financially like the mom had to find a job. She might have 2 or 3 kids. Yeah. Now he's off. He done got a brand new family. Yeah. Like matter of fact, he probably had the family down the street. He was probably like, hey, I'm going to work. He parked behind their house just so he could come in and eat family dinner with them. You know what I'm saying? Like,
sound like you got some personal
stories.
No,
man, Charlie. Hey, you about to catch this episode's back.
But no, for real, like I don't know. That's the difference in the generation. Like, you gotta help the people. Help each other. Because there's never gonna be a solo mission out here. It's too much. Capitalism made it this way though. Yeah. And then you gotta be entrepreneur. Like, if you can be an entrepreneur, if she wanna open a business, she wanna be whatever she wanna be, help her do that. Just like you wanna be a 45-year-old rapper. Or like
mixtapes, man. Yeah, still dropping mixtapes on Facebook, dog. I see y'all.
Hey, SoundCloud only got 50 days left. By the time y'all see this, it's probably gonna be about 30. But you feel me?
I see y'all, man.
You're on borrowed time, old niggas. Old niggas on borrowed time.
So how do you think you would have survived back in the old generation?
You know, that is a very good question.
You said how would we survive?
Yeah, how do you think you would have fared with the older generation in their times? No cell phones, no cars at 16.
Well, I mean,
we're talking that old?
Yeah. Your parents when they were teenagers.
I would think that if I grew up in that time, then I wouldn't have it would just be like normal. But if you drop me in that time, I'd have no idea. I'd have no idea what to do.
For real?
No.
With your time?
Like with my time, like what am I supposed to do with it? Like, there's no internet. Like,
yeah, but bro,
I feel like that'd be straight. Like, there's less distractions. Like, 'cause I always have my phone on. Like, especially with the iPhone, like, I'm always checking my phone. So I feel like they took me back and I didn't have that. I would really be able to concentrate.
Less distractions, but also like less access.
Yeah.
But see, that's the thing though. This guy, I used to listen to like motivational speeches all the time, and this guy, he used to be like, "Oh, these kids these days, they're so lazy. They don't want to go out and get a job. Blah blah blah. Like they think stuff's supposed to be handed to them." But see, the thing that he doesn't understand is the fact that it's so easy to get a job is more competition. Yeah. Now you compete. You know, you used to have to walk to the store to fill out an application. So if somebody was too lazy to walk to the store, you competing with 10 people for 8 positions. Now anybody can hop on the internet and fill out an application.
Drive up there.
Yeah, and they don't even have to be trying to get the job. They could just be doing it for whatever, like work release or like their parents' sake, just to say they do it, like so they can stay in the house. You better get a job. Like they just show they're applying and not getting no. Now you're competing with exponentially higher amount of people than everybody else. So I feel like if you took me and dropped me back then, bro, my work ethic is gonna get me through.
Yeah, I feel like that's another thing. Like, it's really the work ethic of the person. You know what I mean? Like, that's why I hate when they say the whole generation is lazy. Like, bro, I know so many people like 3 jobs, like, grinding 3 jobs. You know what I mean? Like, I was working 2 jobs because like that's just kind of what I grew up on, seeing hustle, like having to go get it. Some people didn't really have that. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, so it's kind of hereditary, I guess.
Like, and then they tell us we're not motivated, we don't learn anything. Have you ever seen somebody over 30 try to use a MacBook? It's the most painful thing ever.
It's struggling.
Like y'all had time to figure stuff out. Granted, we were the first generation to come from playing outside every day to iPads in the crib. We were the first generation to go through that. We're the only generation that had to live through the whole transition. Yeah. So
I'm just playing outside.
Yeah, bro. Playing outside,
bro. I want to ride my bike right now, bro.
It was popping. Like, that was the thing.
Like back then, but if you ever see how they try to adjust to our time period, it's a sad story. Like y'all can't. They tell us that we're lazy because we don't know how to walk to the library to read encyclopedias, but we're smarter than y'all because everything's on Google. We can find out. Like, they try to tell us we're dumb for not having to walk to the library. Like,
we're just doing the same thing y'all have to do, just an easier way. Like,
yeah,
that's it.
Like, all I know is y'all can help me with my homework. That's it.
Reading, writing, and arithmetic.
Bro,
that's
look,
all they had to do. Reading, writing.
They increase the curriculum every year. Talking about school's easy. Then they see that what happened in 1875 at 3 o'clock on Saturday. Then they don't have a problem. Like, oh yeah, you have to remember this stuff. That's what it is. Yeah. Our schooling, going to college is more expensive. Yeah. Everything's hard. Like, it is harder now. Competition in the job market.
Yeah. Y'all want to. We kind of go through a little bit more, honestly. Like, I feel like, honestly, that's just to me. Especially with the struggle, like school, like you said, stuff like that, and like having to really compete, like for people going to school and like really trying to do like a real job, like not even like a career job. You know what I mean? It's harder for us to do that. Like, yeah, it was harder for them, but like it's even like 10 times harder now. Yeah. Because you got that same degree as Jimmy, but Jimmy might be
stacked up. So
like, you know what I mean?
Socially stacked.
Yeah. Or Jimmy knew people to talk to the head and get him in, and you gotta do this, that, and the third, 10 applications a year.
And they used to be able to get plumber and electrician certifications in high school. Now you gotta graduate, go to a 2-year trade school to get them certifications. So y'all was walking out at 18 with opportunities.
With already a skill and a trade. Like.
Yeah. And they say like now the way America is with like cell phones and how high speed it is, like you don't have as much time to build on that stuff. Like to learn how to do electrician stuff, you don't have that much time because you got kids. I had 2 jobs in high school. So I went to 2 jobs in high school, went to school, and played basketball. Like, bro,
Jamaican,
what do you have?
Like a Jamaican. Oh my god.
Bro, like what time do you have? Kids is getting in. You know, you have to have a car now. If you try to have a job and wait for the bus now, it's a dead mission for you.
No, you ain't making it.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen for you. So I don't know, like, but generations just gotta help bridge the gap. Like, basically, that's the moral of the story. Like, y'all had y'all's life, y'all still having y'all's life, hopefully, as long as possible.
Yeah.
But let us shine a little
not
bit.
y'all, man. Like,
Yeah, like you know, if you're a 45-year-old rapper, man, just hang it up.
If your name ain't Jay-Z and you 45 and rapping, hang it up, man. Put the cleats in the closet, man. Hang the
jersey
helmet
up.
Put the jersey on the wall, man. It was nice. Like, you pushing them gas station tapes ain't cutting it no more,
They still
you got SoundCloud,
dishing that mixtape out.
If you don't have any advice to help people grow, or if you're not gonna sit down and talk to people, don't comment on somebody's situation if you're not willing to help the situation. So, even if we were the worst people in the world, this generation was the worst. Let us, if you're not gonna help, then don't talk about it and tell us we're the worst, because we're gonna feel it if we actually were. I feel like we'll come out on top though.
Also, if you think we the worst, imagine how our kids will be.
No, the generation that's about to come after us.
Yeah, they're gonna be awful. They're gonna be trash.
Really?
I'm concerned, man. I'm concerned. Like, I'm concerned.
What? Why?
It's a lot worse, man. It's a lot worse. Yeah, like, dudes, like, man's kids doing Xanax in middle school, like, you know what I mean?
That's
no. I was in middle school, nah.
What middle school you go to? Because my middle school, like,
I was on Xanax. Heavy?
I ain't even
Lean
know
sipping that in 8th grade?
Yes.
Yeah,
like 6th grade. Yeah, like, yeah.
You know what I mean?
8th grade,
like, I was smoking in 8th grade. I'm not gonna lie. Hey,
yeah, like middle school, like,
I went to Sweetwater, dog.
Oh,
it was fights.
Yeah.
Smoking.
Bro, Sweetwater don't count. Sweetwater don't count though.
I went to Hull. You know Hull?
Yeah.
Hull was pretty about it, bro. They was pretty about it back then.
I don't know. Like, I don't think our generation is gonna be worse. I feel like the generation after us is gonna be some of the most thorough, because they're gonna live all the way through the technology.
Yeah.
Like, they're gonna be less, like, if people can sit down and talk, I feel like our generation will talk to our children with more structure than ours did talk to us.
Yeah.
Because they went from no motion to us being super fast paced.
Yeah.
And not being able to make the connection, like, to the kind of life we were having, the stuff that we had to deal with. They couldn't make the connection. I don't think, unless they got like time travel coming sometime, I don't see us having that much of a disconnect from our children.
Yeah. It's just gonna be fast paced.
Yeah, it's just gonna be faster, and it's gonna be something that we still know. Like, they can only make computers so fast.
Yeah.
To the point where I can't sit down and have a conversation with my child, or I don't know how to block certain stuff to not expose them to certain stuff. You know, because back then they used to have like LimeWire. You could watch anything on there. Like, you could find. Bruh. You could watch anything, and then YouTube came
viruses.
Oh, yeah.
Crazy viruses, dog.
But that's what I'm saying. I don't see how there is any, like, all the kinks of our generation. I feel like, wow. From our generation, like, they work the kinks out, so things would be a lot smoother for our children. All you just have to do is teach them how to be people, which I feel like our parents didn't really. I don't know about everybody else, but I don't feel like our generation of adults really talk to us unless we ask about what was going on.
But it's gonna be harder to talk to them because, like, they attention span is just getting smaller. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, so if it's really not nothing they want to, like, really listen to, like, they just really gonna, like, one ear out the other. You know what I mean? Like, it's harder. I think it's gonna be a little bit harder to kind of, like, teach them because, like, they starting so young. You know what I mean? And I feel like once they get to that 18, 21, it's gonna be like, what
can you do for me?
Yeah, type thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Also, you gotta keep in mind too, like, they might not, like, have a connect with, like, the old heads might not have a connect with us because their parents didn't have a connect with them. Because their parents probably went through some shit. Like, especially if you black, like, growing up in the South, you know what I'm saying? Like the Jim Crow South, because that's probably where, you know, if your grandparents, our grandparents, they probably grew up in the Jim Crow South where you couldn't do certain things. So those life hardships.
But see, I feel like our parents tried to our generation of adults tried to sugarcoat everything. Like, go to school. All I ever heard from the generation above us was, stay in school, get a degree. Us, we're gonna tell our kids, listen, if you want to do this for your life, you want to fix cars, bro. I'm about to teach you how to fix cars from 6 to 18. By the time you're 18, you're gonna be crushing all these mechanics out here. Yeah, so I feel like our parents, they were given this dream, like, go to school, you'll be successful, because they were the generation right after that.
And then some of them, it didn't happen for them.
The
like, high school was like as far
as they went, so they thought, like, my kid,
if he go to college, he's great. Like, it's gonna be automatic success.
Not happening.
And like now I feel what you're saying. Like now we can tell our kids, like, yeah, you can still go to college, but like,
yeah, let's work on something. Like, what do you want to work on?
Yeah.
Because you could be good at something else. Like, there's kids on YouTube right now, children making millions of dollars. Their parents is in their 20s. They had a kid when they was like 18, 19, like, not too many years ago. They kid 6 years old, a millionaire off of YouTube, just because they were able to connect with them and take what their kids were exposed to and
like transfer
it to them. So that's why I think the generation after us is going to be crucial. Like, I think they about to be the most thoroughest people ever.
Yeah.
Because they don't really care to, like, be in nonsense no more. Kids don't, except the ones who still don't have a lot. I feel like the fastest growing social class is black people making over 200 grand a household. That's the number one growing. Word. That's what I'm saying. So, like, once you take that and apply it, like, we'll be straight. We're gonna be straight. Like, I don't want to.
Also, the number one, like, highest rated graduates are black women. Like, the people that are graduating the most from these, like, 4-year institutions and universities is black women. So shout out to the black women.
Bro, listen.
Yeah. If Tyler don't like you, I love you, baby.
Tyler likes you. First of all, he just don't think your hair is good. That's it.
Nah.
Stop. Really not. Stop.
You don't have to love everything about somebody.
No. Tyler got a black girl. Tyler
got a black girl. Yeah, granted, she wears weave all the time.
Stop.
Stop. Nah, bro. It's I guess. But I don't know. Next generation about to be fine. We fine. I don't care what the older generation says. Yeah. Like, look what we had to deal with. We're good. Just let us stay in the crib till like 23, 24. Let us get our feet from under us after y'all told us to go to college and we figured out that was a lie. Yeah. You feel me? Let us get a second.
Let us move back home. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
that's what I'm saying. Stay in the crib till you like 25. Get your credit right. Cause what's better? What did Jay?
What's better than throw money in a strip club?
Credit. I never heard the song, so I don't even know. But I seen the meme.
Story of OJ.
So yeah. Oh, that was Story OJ. Story OJ. So yeah, we gonna wrap it up there, I guess. Older generation, new generation. Who's the best? Where's the disconnect? That's what we talked about. If y'all have any like comments, what y'all think, y'all's experience with the older generation compared to new generation. If y'all old heads want some sauce, slide in my DMs. I'll sauce you up real quick. But yeah, we go ahead and like shout out y'all stuff again. Let them know.
Follow me on Twitter, DD_Wills, DD_Wills. Follow me on Instagram, SMKDWills. That's great.
This is Jose. Follow me on Twitter at BroadbandJose. And we out. Jose, Josea.
It'll be in the description.
Yeah.
Y'all like, comment, subscribe. Give us some more topics, anything y'all want us to talk about. And we out of this guy.